Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between a Western cushion compact and a Korean cushion compact. We all know that it shot to fame in Korea, and nearly all of the Korean girls has a cushion compact in their makeup collection, whereas in the Western country, cushion compact hasn't really become a thing yet. It's out there, but it's not really hugely popular. So today I'm going to compare the Laneige one, which is one of my favourites. This is why I've picked this one, because I really want to know whether the Western one can live up to this one. This is the Laneige Baby Cushion Pore Control one, and I have it in shade number 23. This retails for around £25 online. That's just an average. I'm pretty sure it's a lot cheaper in Korea. And this is the L'Oreal Nude Magique Cushion Compact, and this is more of a drugstore version. The reason why I've chosen to compare these two is because this one is my absolute favourite. This one is the cushion compact that has received the most positive reviews in the more Western market. I know that Lancome have one, Dior's come out with one, and there's a few other westernized brands that have them, but the L'Oreal one is the one that everyone talked about, so I really want to see whether it's any good and whether it can, you know, compare. I have this one in number 3. We're going to give these two a test. I have a clean, only moisturized and toned face, and I'm going to start with this side and I'm going to apply the Laneige BB cushion. It's a cushion compact, your usual standard cushion compact. It comes with a little puff and it's black on the other side. This is actually my second refill, so I already know that I like this one, but I'm gonna apply it anyways and let you guys know. So I'm just using sponge to pat, and I've seen quite a few cushion compact reviews that do not use the sponge. They just go ahead and use a foundation brush, and I think that that's kind of missing the trick there. The whole trick is the sponge and the patting motion. So you can see this half is already looking a lot more flawless and clear. Okay, so I finished applying this side, and as you can tell, let me zoom you in, it's pretty flawless compared to the untouched side. What I like about the Laneige Pore Control cushion is that it dries into a matte finish, which I really like because I naturally have oily skin, so a matte finish is what I kind of lean towards. And it's not sticky either. It feels really comfortable on the skin. It feels light. I would say it's a medium coverage. It's got a little bit more coverage than other Korean compacts that I've tried, and yeah, it just looks really nice on the skin and it looks natural, which is the whole point of, you know, the cushion compact concept. It blends super duper easily and it just sits on the skin beautifully. It doesn't look too cakey or fake or anything. It's just really natural looking, and the colour is a perfect match for me actually, which is quite surprising because Korean cushion compacts can tend to be quite light, but this one comes in about 4 different colours, and this is, I think, the darkest one. So yeah, this is the darkest one. I'm going to go ahead and apply the L'Oreal Nude cushion. This is brand new. I've not opened this before, so this is going to be very interesting, and it has a little puff. It's a little smaller than the Laneige one, and it has a white background, so the cushion looks like that. Just, yeah, oh, I just tapped it a little bit and a lot of product came off. Can you see how much that is? So I'm guessing maybe because it's new, or I'm not sure, but I'm gonna start patting this on. And actually the colour is not too bad. I thought I might end up looking like Too Faced, like 2 different colour sides of face, but it's actually quite a good colour match as well. Straight away, the first thing I noticed is that it's definitely more of a dewy finish. The coverage isn't as good as the Laneige one, I don't think, because As you can see, my forehead, you can still see the blemishes. But side by side, they're not too bad actually. They match quite well, and like I said, the colour isn't too bad. The coverage isn't that noticeable apart from my forehead where I have blemishes, but the Laneige one has covered it and the Loreal one hasn't covered it as much. But overall, they both look pretty good and I'm quite happy with both of them right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll check back with you soon. So I've done the rest of my makeup, which is a very simple look because today is just a kind of running errands, grocery shopping kind of day. I've just applied some mascara, bronzer, powdered a little bit because that's what I would normally do. So take that into consideration because I naturally have oily skin and I always powder. So I've just powdered down the T-zone so that it just doesn't slide off straight away. And I've got a bit of lip colour on. Just by looking at the face, you would never guess that I had two different coloured products on my face because, like I said earlier, the matches quite well. And I feel like the L'Oreal one has gone a little bit darker compared to when I initially applied it, so take that into consideration as well. And also the weather today is 23 degrees Celsius in London, so also take that into consideration because it means that my makeup might melt a lot quicker compared to, you know, usual London 17-18 degrees Celsius. Coffee? Hello. So it's now 2 PM, so I've had this, you know, face on for 3 hours now. I've just had lunch with Aiden and yeah, Mimi's talking to herself. Just had lunch with Aiden, had a bit of a play, played with coffee for a bit, yeah. And as you can see, it's still going pretty well. The coverage is still there, but the nose is pretty oily, which is which is okay because I just cooked, so nothing too major. By zooming, then you can tell that my nose is clearly pretty oily. The under eyes have become a little bit creased, but overall the coverage and complexion is still pretty good, so I'll check back in a few hours time. So it is now 6 PM and as you can see, my face is pretty oily and I'm going to do what I would normally do at around this time of the day, and that is to blot my face with oil paper. I do not like put more product on top of my face because I just feel like that's a bit gross. So yeah, I'm just going to blot my face, but before I blot it, I'm going to zoom in and show you. Can you see that the L'Oreal side around the nose has become a little bit patchy and a little bit dry. This side is really oily, but not as patchy as the L'Oreal side. You can see that patch there as well underneath my nose. Chin-wise, I think that the L'Oreal side has kind of rubbed off a little bit. When it comes to my forehead, I think that it's pretty much stayed the same, like not much difference, just that it's a bit oily and these scars are still very obvious. So it's now 9 PM and Aiden's asleep and I'm freaking tired. But the cushion compacts both lasted amazingly well. I'm actually really surprised with the L'Oreal one because obviously it's my first time using it. So as you can see, my skin is quite oily because I've been in the bathroom bathing Aiden and I've been doing lots of housework, but for what I've been doing it looks pretty good and nothing an oil blotting paper couldn't sort out. Let me zoom you guys in. As you can tell, it's starting to show my pores on both sides, especially underneath the nose. Yeah. See, and it's kind of giving me that cakey effect. So there's a lot of blemishes on my chin now compared to this morning. So it's kind of rubbed off a little bit there, but I have been eating and that. My forehead is not too bad, but it has, you know, rubbed off a little bit, but it's nothing like major. My eyes are still creased. My bronzer still in place, although the L'Oreal side has kind of like slided a little bit. It's not as perfect and it's not exactly where I applied it. It's like gone down a little bit and some of it's come off here, whereas this side is, you know, it's still where I put it. My nose, the pores on my nose on the L'Oreal side is really obvious, like you can see all of my pores. On the Laneige side it's pretty similar but not as obvious as the L'Oreal one. I honestly thought I would prefer one over the other, and I think that they're both actually amazing, and I think that they do compare really well. I only would go for the Laneige one just because it dried to a matte finish, and that's the only reason why. But overall I am very impressed with both and I would highly recommend both, and the L'Oreal one is such good value as well. It's like £15 from the drugstore. So yeah, thumbs up if you want to see more of these videos, you know, comparing different products on a day basis. So thanks for watching, good night, and I'll see you all soon. Mwah.